Morning, everyone. I lost Stella. I invited Stella this morning, and I think that she got lost. So I'll tell her to come back on again. But meanwhile, go ahead and I'm gonna switch this and play this for a little bit here. Play. There we are. How do you play it? No, don't mute it. Press play. Play. Okay. Play.
Lovely examples. They have long rectangular bodies. This one has a beautiful red tabby pattern. He's waiting for the toys to get me. He's a big hunter. I like when they have large expressive ears. One ear with part. I like strong, squared out muzzle, rectangular shape. There's no sense of weakness in this cat. Fantastic roaming. Lovely, lovely thing. Today, he's going to be my very best cat.
That's my Red Baron. That was Red Baron, and he was best cat for in that show, in that ring. I really enjoyed that. So let's see. I'm waiting for a couple more people to show up. And there's Stella. Okay, Stella, are you there now? Let's see. Here. I'm going to put you here. All right. Stella.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yay.
Hey. Let's see if I can share the screen with you, though. Hey, who's that this morning? Hi.
Twit.
Hi, Twit. What time is it your time? It's 11:30 or something, right?
11:30.
Okay. So you're Eastern?
Eastern, yes.
Okay. Why am I not getting my screen share?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there. Let's try that. No. Shift picture in picture. Shift 4. Shift 4.
Yeah, I couldn't post this through the messenger link. I had to go into Chrome.
Oh, so you had no.
Yeah, I could. What you saw before is what I had.
Okay, that's
and
really...
no sound.
Yay!
Woo! Oh, goodness.
Here we are together.
Hello. No. But I had to go into Chrome to open it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
How come you couldn't get in the chat last week? That was really the weirdest thing ever.
I have no idea.
I was trying to figure out, I invited a couple other people to see if we could get
we could get anybody else.
Yeah, get that chat going, but well, we'll see. I played a couple of little videos of my
Mhm.
cats. Let's see. Watch this. See if I can do this. It's all new technology to me, but it's kind of fun.
Okay. I need
So,
someone to and a new place to redo my website.
oh,
What I
what?
had was GoDaddy, but
Yeah.
the program I used is no longer available,
Oh,
and they have no way to transfer it into their new way of doing websites.
oh, right. Yeah, I can help you with that.
Okay.
I'm happy to help you with that.
I'm not quite computer smart. Nope, nope. Get a face.
Let's
Where are you?
see.
There. Okay. What?
Hi. Aw. I have Bluebell sleeping on a blanket over there. This is my and Kimba in the window. Kimba's looking
Ah,
out, watching the birds, telling them that he's gonna attack them all.
oh, sure. Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
hey, all right, good.
I've got two in a box sleeping, one in a cube sleeping, one on top of a hutch type thing on the floor sleeping, cutting table sleeping, bicycle, stationary. Everybody's sleeping except for Twit. And whoever's upstairs yelling.
All right. There. Well, did we get the chat going? That's
Sure.
there. Look at that. Okay, so that's my other channel that I am respond. Can you see the chat from your screen?
I see you. That's
Okay.
it.
All right.
I don't need to see me.
I can see you. What
I
device
don't
are
need
you
to see me.
using? What device are you using? Are you
What's
using
up?
a phone? Your phone?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you couldn't see your chat.
My
Oh,
computer is very old.
oh,
Can't do it that way.
okay. That's why you were having trouble last week with the chat thing, because with your phone you have to go down to the bottom of the picture, and then
Uh-huh.
you have to let's see, and then you have to open the little menu that and press live chat, but then the whole picture disappears because
Mhm.
the phone doesn't sync
Right.
up well with the yeah.
Yeah, my computer, I don't have a laptop. The computer has no camera or anything, so it's old.
I bet your computer does have a camera. It's because they all had cameras. Why?
There
Oh,
you are.
now I lost you. I didn't actually lose you. I put you in the corner. I put you in the corner. Come on up here, my man. Hi. This is my oldster, Maddie. Hi, Matt. See,
Oh,
Maddie. She just turned 17. She just turned 17.
not bad, not bad.
Yeah, she's always had asthma, but she went. So I went to a cat show when she was 1, and between
Mhm.
1 and 2, I was showing her to get her grand championship, and I went to a show and came home, and about a week later she got really sick, and I didn't know what it was, and so I went to the doctor, and the doctor was very confused, and he said, we have to culture this because I think it's Bordetella, but I didn't know that cats got Bordetella.
I didn't
So
know. Yep.
we went to a show, and she came home with Bordetella, and I had a litter of kittens at that time. Uh-huh. I had to treat them because I almost lost one of those kittens. I had to treat them and Maddie. And since then, she's had this really asthma and horrible
Right.
like cough since that time.
Yeah, umpteen years ago when I went to a show, I brought home ringworm.
Oh,
And I had 2 litters on the floor.
oh man.
Mhm. And you know what? It didn't spread to anything but the kittens in that kitten room. I had
Oh.
white kittens. Do you know
Oh.
what white kittens look like in that dip?
Oh yeah, they look yellow.
Yellow. Yes, I had yellow kittens. And I couldn't send them home with ringworm.
No. No, you can't do that. No.
So
And you can't
I
do they're yellow either. They have to grow out that yellow.
well, one of them was it was my first litter. No, it wasn't the first litter of whites. Maybe it was. I think it was because Sue Bevelin took one of the white males, Willie, and well, she knew what was going on. Sue and I we've been around for a long time, and we worked through it. I cleared them up. I had bought the what is it? The Mister.
Oh, yeah. I have one of those. Yep. Yeah.
Went through this house like crazy. No adult caught it. Just
Oh,
kittens.
good. Oh,
Just the
good.
kittens.
Yeah. Shows are terrible for
Anything.
yeah. I mean, I love going to shows. That's not but you have to be prepared to bring home
Yeah.
something. Yeah, and make sure that you isolate. Now, I didn't know that when Maddie was going to shows that I
Uh-huh.
had to isolate them for about a week or two later to make sure that they weren't bringing home things.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
didn't at that time. And then I started the show, bringing cats to shows and making sure that they were not living with me at the time. So that was always because I wanted to make sure that, we didn't bring anything home.
right. Oh, I
So,
understand. I understand.
yeah. So she's respectable age.
Yes, it is. My oldest lived to be 18 and a half years old. Yeah.
My oldest Maine Coon was not my biggest Maine Coon, was one of my very first ones. She lived to be 21. That was
Wow.
yeah. And she was a solid blue. She's a very pretty girl, and she lived to be 21 years old. That
Mine was sickly when she was a baby when I got her. And she was just a cat. And we called her Wheeze because she wheezed.
oh.
And we brought her sister home. And later, a couple months later, we brought him a rag doll. So
Oh.
the sister, Jazz, was a brown patch tabby. She passed away at 17 and a half. We passed away at 18, and Dixie passed away at 18 and a half. Within a year, all 3 of them.
Wow.
Not a good year. Was not a good year. But they were
No.
my first 3 that I got.
I got my very first Maine Coons were boys, and so here's a really funny thing. I was living in Rhode Island, and I was living next to a breeder, and I didn't, I would go over to her house. I was going to school. I would go over to her house and play with the kittens, and I didn't know anything about Maine Coons at the time. I just knew that she had Maine Coon cats.
Mm-hmm.
her cats were so wonderful and so friendly, and I loved them. And we would, I'd play with the kitten, and they're tiny kittens, and I'd pick them up and play with
Yep.
them. And I said to my mom said to me, "Well, what do you want for a graduation from college? What do you want from for a graduation gift?" And I said, "I want a Maine Coon cat," because that's who my neighbor had, and they cost money at that time, and I think it was like this is back in the 80s. I think it was like $500. It was a lot of money to me.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And she's like, "I am not buying you a cat." And
Yeah.
I said, she's like, "You get dishes or silverware or linen. You're ready to get married, And I was like, "I am not getting married. I want a cat." And she said, "Well, I'm not getting you a cat." And I was like, "Well, then give me some money." So I had all of my relatives give me money, and I bought my very first Maine Coon. She was a solid white, and but she had a I didn't know this at the time.
Masking spot?
Yeah, she had a black masking spot on top of the head, and the breeder said it was big enough that she said it's not going to go away. And so I was like, "Oh, I don't know anything." So she said, "Well, you can have her for half price," and still $250 in 1983 was a lot of money. So I took all of my graduation money and spent it on that first cat. That was my cat, my girl, solid white female.
I remember when I bought my first, boys, they were 400. And that was in 98 when I bought the two boys. I went to get one and brought home two. Like I brought Jazz home and ended up bringing Wheeze home.
Yeah.
And went and got Chino and brought Mason home. My first breeder, she called me and said, "I can't let you have her outright. We have to co-own her because of ecstasy cattery."
Oh.
So we co-owned her. So I went up to pick up this kitten, and she said, she's silver and she's silver patched. I mean, she's got some cream orange all over her, etc. I'm thinking, oh my God, it was the most ugliest kitten in the world. I get up there, she is drop dead gorgeous. Her cameo was pink.
Oh.
Was very pinkish. So I named her Penny Lane. And I brought her and her brother home. He was a very high white cameo. And his name was Moses, Amos Moses, after the song.
High white cameo. Wow.
Back then, high whites were not being used for anything.
Oh, I know. It was like brown. That's it. Brown with white. That's
brown with white. And it had to be low white, not high white.
Right. And so just the paws and the chest was acceptable. Yeah, they were not showing anything but brown and brown with white. Yeah.
And I was showing a cameo boy.
Oh,
yeah.
You did badly.
Yeah, I did badly. He did terrible. Yeah.
Doesn't I never inform you. You did bad.
I mean, I was told my blues were not the proper blue.
Wow.
Because they were the darker, rich blue.
I love that blue.
Yeah. So do I. Well, I was told it wasn't proper because it had to be like the Persian blue, the lighter blue.
That was the problem at the beginning. They were comparing Maine Coons to Persians, and they're not anything alike, and that's why Maine Coons were not accepted. The Polly was not accepted in the Maine Coon breed because they were. Hey, Coffee Talking Tech is here. Hi. Yes, I'm on my second live. Thank you for coming for a little while. I really appreciate that. That's fun. So this guy, Coffee Talking Tech, I just have to give him a shout out because he is the one who really kind of encouraged me to go live and help me figure things out. So this is like really primitive according to what his setup is. But I just have to say, you know, at least we're doing it. At least we're doing it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know who told me my blue was not right?
Who told you your blue is not right?
Martha.
Oh,
You
Ospin.
know Martha?
I
Uh-huh.
do know who Martha is. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
told me it was very incorrect.
Oh,
I said, okay, that's all right.
yeah.
I like it.
Well, yeah. So when I was showing Maddie, and Maddie, like I said, she you can't tell. Can you tell? She is a cream.
Uh,
So yeah. And
mhm.
she's a grumpy queen, like don't yeah.
Papaya was a cream.
And
Papaya.
she did badly too, and I
Mhm.
was really sad because you know here I am like going out to my first shows and it's a big deal and I'm washing my cat, for God's sakes, who does that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And she did, you know, they kept dumping her, and then one judge, I was so excited because one judge made her best cat in her ring, and I
Well,
was over the moon because this was our second show. Maddie is a grand champion. She Thank you. So Maddie's a grand champion, and it was hard getting her there because it was
mhm.
in the old system when they had to get all of the ribbons first, the purple ribbons first, and then they had to get all of the points.
Right.
So Maddie's a grand champion under the old system when it was hard work. And so this,
Mhm.
I don't remember her name, but she is from New York.
Mm.
Hi, Rose. And she brought she's a breeder, or she was a breeder. I'm not sure if she still is a breeder. This was, like I said, Maddie's 15, so this was when she was 2 years old. Just a while ago.
Mhm.
And she brought Maddie up and said, you know, not many girls are going to get brought up onto the podium. Not many girls are as perfect as this cream
Uh-huh.
female. And I was like, I was so thrilled. Like,
I would
oh,
have been too. I would have been too. Yeah, I
yeah,
showed a cream boy, and they're hard to show.
they're
And
hard to
one
show.
judge,
Everything shows. Yeah.
he was solid. Had
Oh,
to register him as Tabby. Back then, back
oh,
then, if it had pattern, they didn't care what it was. It had to be
oh, red.
Tabby.
Right. Right.
So
Red shows pattern. Yep. And
they
so
didn't care back then. And that was back 205, 206. Anyway, one judge told me he had the best classic pattern she's seen in a Maine Coon in a long time.
and he was a solid.
Yep.
That's fabulous.
But that was my Papalo, so he was a solid cream. And as years went on, he lost all that marking.
Right, because because he was a solid, so all the
Mhm.
marking goes away. Yeah. It's it's considered ghost marking, but I don't know, some reds, like female reds, don't always lose their pattern, even though they're solid.
No, they
You
don't.
have to go by the
Nope.
genetics. Yeah.
You have to go by the genetics, but the judges don't do that. And if they see like a red female with pattern,
They say you're in the wrong color
yeah.
class.
And I mean, the only way to prove it is if you do the DNA test and it shows solid.
Right.
What are you going
Right.
to go up there and tell the judge he's wrong?
I've done that.
Mm.
It's not very yeah. I've done that. Had a torty girl who showed a lot of red, and she told me that that girl was a brown patch tabby and white, and I said, she's not. She's not a brown patch tabby and white because
Mhm.
there's no brown on her. Her patches are black, and she's a solid. And the judge said, but there's pattern in the red, and I was like, there's always going to be pattern in the red.
Always pattern in the red. I think they understand that more than what they used to.
Yeah, now they do. Yeah, yeah, I
And
agree.
now, I mean, before it was hard to show a white,
Come on up.
and now at least it's a little bit easier to show a white.
Your white boy, Juju. It's amazing. Was it now GOD, right? Is she going to stop showing him, or just going to?
Nope. She's been up this year. He missed 2 months because she went on vacation,
Right.
and then she had hip surgery and had a hip replacement. So they just went out they went to Cotton State.
Okay. Oh yeah, and she really, smoked it there. She did well.
She did good. She did good. 10th highest scoring cat premiere in the show, and there were 58 premieres.
Oh.
But she's at the point where she's throwing away rings now.
Right. But you do that when you're going to, so what that means for other people who are watching, I have a few people, when you talk about, I have cat hair everywhere.
You're not looking at what's around here, are you?
Of course, right. So what that means when you say you're throwing away rings, when you get to a certain amount of showing, you have a 50 rings, I think. Is it still 50?
50.
Where, okay, you have to show for 50 rings, and you're accumulating points. And after you accumulate all of the points that you can accumulate, then you start throwing away your rings get replaced. Your higher points get replaced by the lower rings. And so that's what it means by you're throwing away rings. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good thing. If you get 0 points on a couple of rings where some judge decides that they don't want you in their final, then you're throwing away that for another ring that has more points. So
she threw away this week, she said 16 points.
Oh, to replace it with other. So
higher score.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing really good. See, you see?
Oh, yeah. Is that you?
She had it framed for me.
Oh, that's very nice.
She is.
Yeah.
She does things like that for me.
Yeah. That's really sweet. Well, she's doing a lot in terms of showing him too. So
yep, that's what she likes to do. That is her whatever. I mean, that's what she loves to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's not breeding anymore, right?
No, she hasn't bred in over 10 years.
Okay.
No, she's not breeding.
Did she breed Maine Coons when she was breeding?
Yep.
She did.
And white ones.
Oh, okay.
Of course. This one is driving me nuts. I can sit it in. I'll have to look for something.
Now, I find, and I don't know if you find this, but I find that white and silvers tend to be a little bit smaller boned than my other Maine Coons.
That's why I like putting a poly with them. I mean, now Juju is good, but Maya, I don't know where she's at. Maya Kitty is a nice big boned girl. So I know I haven't seen Juju in quite a while because of all that's been going on. Probably a year ago. So, but he's like 19 pounds.
Well, I thought you went to the show. Didn't you go to a show?
Maybe I did. Oh, Pennsylvania. That's right. I drove up and drove back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I forgot about that one. But yeah, he's a nice, solid boy.
Well, that's really good. I think Kimba is nice and long, but he's very
Mhm.
lanky right now.
Yeah.
He's lanky. Yeah. So, but
Is he still a whole male?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah. But you should see his son. You should see his son. This is Dobby is amazing. And I'm so, we haven't had shows because of the plague. And here we're just starting shows on this end of the country.
Uh-huh.
They haven't started. They just started. And so he is just turned a year old. He has, I just was watching his little video from when he was a baby, and his two litter mates and he are just turned a year old, and he's amazing. I wish he would come. He was sitting up, like I put this little thing up here over here. Of course, when you want them to come, they don't want to come.
All laying sleeping, right? Yeah, I understand.
Right? I put this here. I was thinking, well, I'll put this little thing. I'll put this little cloth, and maybe he'll come and join me. But he's
developing very nicely.
Yeah, he's developing very nicely.
Good.
Yeah. Hi, hey, how are you? Welcome. We're getting a couple of people in. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am hoping that, let's see. Oopsie. Now, I'm seeing if we went away or not. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no, look at that. We're still here. But my other okay. Oh, here. There. Subscriptions. There. Okay. There we go. Good morning. Oops. All right. Now, you don't see the chat because you're on your phone?
I see the chat.
Oh, you do? Is it going over your face?
Huh?
Is it going over your face?
Well, the only thing goes over my face is says full screen.
Oh, okay.
So, no, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't need to see what's
going on. All right. Yeah, it's so funny. Now it says that there's nobody here, but there's actually 3 people here. So I guess it will show up again. Or maybe, I'm not sure when it refreshes. There, let me see. Oh, there we are. Okay. We got 1, but it didn't refresh to say 2. I don't know. Anyway, this is all new. I'm not sure. This is Restream. That's what I'm using. I didn't go directly from Facebook. I didn't go directly from Facebook, and I didn't go directly from YouTube. And the reason is because I couldn't figure out how to invite people in. I don't really care if I don't get any money. When you go through YouTube, you gather people and you get monetized and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
okay.
Eventually that may or may not happen. I don't know. But I was really wanting to kind of invite you and invite other people in to chat about different Maine Coon things. And so I couldn't do that with just YouTube. So I went through this different app, which is called Restream.
Uh-huh.
And so far, I mean, besides the technical difficulties last week, where we couldn't get on,
I was there and I was waving and
I
was calling on the phone, and you're saying, "Well, I'm not going to get that right now."
Oh yeah. Well, I know because I was live.
You were. And I'm talking to you at the phone. I'm going, answer the phone, answer the phone.
Answer the phone, answer the phone. Yeah.
But
And
it worked out. It's okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's okay. It's
It was.
hey, when is the Silver Boy's birthday?
Um, good question. He is. They're just gonna be 14 weeks old next weekend. So this
Okay.
is his August. Wait, um, yeah, August something.
Okay.
August. What would that make it? End of August. August, September, October. Yeah, end of August was his birthday. I love Hanu. Um Hanu is the mom of Dobby, who is,
Okay.
I said, is amazing. He has just an amazing form. I wish that he would come in.
Yeah.
But he is not coming in right. And I have Maddie on my lap. I can't possibly get up. You know that rule.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. I think the kittens have finally gone to sleep upstairs. They were running the floor, and one time you'll have to hear them because the floor upstairs is a ceiling down here, and it's a hardwood floor.
Oh, right,
So,
right.
so you have 8 kittens running. Sounds like a herd of wildebeest running.
Yeah. Yeah. I have oh, Maddie. No. Um the flooring people coming in next week, I think. I hope.
Ooh,
I know. I'm kind of excited. They're gonna finally put my new floor in. And they're
would be
gonna bring it into the bathroom. So that's really exciting. So that I can just, because I've had that one area that is wood floor, and I'm gonna keep that little bamboo in the sunroom. But the whole dining room, kitchen, hallway area is getting redone. That's it. It's gonna just be one sheet vinyl. I don't want tile. I don't want carpet. I don't want just sheet vinyl. And I didn't know how expensive sheet vinyl is. Oh
Oh yeah, well that's
my
what I saw in the boys' room. Yeah.
Did you did it yourself, right?
Yeah, you should see me measuring it down here with all the help I had.
Yeah.
Because I got to cut because it's not. Yeah,
Yeah. So you did it. How did you get the sheet? Is it one big sheet? And how did you get it in
Mhm.
there?
I hauled it in myself.
You did.
It wasn't easy.
No, no, it's heavy stuff.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I just ordered the boys' new cat tree. When it comes, I don't know how I'm going to get it up the stairs,
By
but
piece by piece.
it's probably going to be it because let
Yeah.
me see if you can see it. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. Because you live in a nice little old house, which is,
Very old.
yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's over 100 years old right now.
Oh, mine was
I
built in the 60s. So it's got that really green bathtub. I got when I first moved in, I had the green bathtub and the green toilet and the green
Oh,
sink,
I remember those colors. Yeah. Mhm.
that avocado green. Yeah. And since then, I've replaced the toilet and the sink because they
I
were,
replaced those two.
but the bathtub is just a cast iron green bathtub. There's really, unless I want that hauled out of here, which is
I'm
crazy.
afraid if we haul mine out, they're going to leave a big hole.
Yeah, me too.
Because
That's really why I was like, green is fine. Green is fine. Green is fine. Well, we'll decorate
mine's,
around.
mine's so old that I have to get it sanded down, refinish the whole thing because the whole finish is
Yeah.
gone. My house was a summer cottage
Yes. Yeah.
for
'Cause
many, many years.
yeah. Yeah. I remember you saying that. Yeah. Are you on the water or just right near the water?
It takes me about 60 seconds to get to the water where I can stick my
Okay.
feet in.
Oh, and that's right, because you had that whole well problem. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did that last? That was like 2 years, wasn't it?
It was about a little over 2 years. I had
Oh,
to haul water
yeah.
by the gallon. Yep.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
not fun.
That is not a fun thing.
No,
Yeah.
not when you got kittens. You got to wash that
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah, you have to, yeah, yeah. Did you heat your water up and stuff, and then is
Mhm.
that the way you had to
Yeah.
do dishes?
Well, you also I got into throwing away coffee cups, made sure they were recyclable. I took showers at my daughter's house.
Mhm.
Um, and I watched her kids like 3 days a week. And once I left there, I could go out the next day. But after that, my butt didn't go anywhere because I'm not going out unless I take a shower.
Right. Right.
And it
Yeah.
could be like 3 days before I get to the shower.
And luckily we had COVID and you didn't need to go out anyway.
But by that time, I had water.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I had water by that time. But in the end,
ah,
we are. It's just something you do because you have to do it. It's like with the
right,
cats. You
right,
things that you do because that's what you have to do.
right,
Like the kitten money. It goes somewhere. It's not touched by anything or anybody. It's for them. Like
yeah,
when Squeak had to have her tail amputated.
right,
And I
right.
just had the two girls spayed,
Yeah.
which one was in the beginning of throes of heat, so the price of that
Oh,
went up.
yeah. Luckily, my clinic
Mhm.
doesn't charge any different for when they're in heat or when they're not in heat. That's a really
That's
it's
good.
a good thing. Yeah.
And then
But
Twix, the one that was here, was in the beginnings of a pyrometria.
oh, so both of them.
So they
Oh,
went, psh, yep,
yeah, yeah. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
yeah. I mean, at least, and it was a closed.
Oh,
So at least it was caught very, very, very
yeah.
early.
Yeah, you caught it early. That's good.
So
Yeah.
both of the girls have homes after Thanksgiving. I'll take them to they're going together.
Oh, nice. That's really good.
Uh-huh.
Yay. Good.
So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they'll be good.
Yeah. That is good. I have a big boy who is leaving right around Thanksgiving. I always worry about the holidays and um kitties going to new homes around the
Uh-huh.
holidays because of paper and bones and
Yeah.
all sorts of
This couple is an older couple and they've had a couple of my cats. I Matter of fact, they went and rescued one of my cats from a vet clinic. It's a long story, but they went and got him because I couldn't get off work to go get him. They went from Pennsylvania down through Virginia to pick him up and then took him back home. And she says, "Well, you can come pick him up." And the husband goes, "No, he's staying here. You're not going to move him around." I mean,
oh,
they're a wonderful couple, and they do go away, and they do have a sitter that comes in and spends. If they go on a cruise for a week, the sitter comes in and stays with them for a week. So
love
very good people.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I had one so I had a rich folks from Santa Barbara. Yeah, Santa Barbara, who wanted one of my cats, and she was recommended to me by another breeder. So I went there and I did all the email was fine.
Mhm.
And I went there and brought this cat to her and and she's like, oh, I love this cat. And about a week later, she said, this cat is so scared and she's just hanging out in the closet. You need to come and get your cat or I'm going to bring it to a shelter. And I was like, no. I had
Yeah.
a couple of people in the Los Angeles area, and I couldn't get off work. I mean, I'm near Lake Tahoe. I'm like 8 hours from
Yeah.
this. I can't, like just drive down there. And I mean, I would definitely. And I said, well, I'll get off work and I'll come down there, but I can't leave until after work. And I'll be there tomorrow morning. That's like the soonest I could get there. And this gal said, no, I'm gonna bring her. She needs to go, and she's really unhappy. And so I had these people in the LA area who have 2 cats of mine. No, they have 3 now, who drove over to Santa Barbara and picked up this cat and drove back home. And they said, oh, this poor girl is just scared. I don't know, why, but she incorporated into their household just fine. And now she's there. She's like, she makes number 3 of their cats, and they're perfectly happy with her. And I think spoiled rich people are probably my worst nightmare buyers. I can't, like, you're supposed to, incorporate the cat into your house. You're supposed to make them feel welcome. They're a new being in your house. You have to make them feel welcome, put them in a space where it smells like you, especially with an adult. You want an adult to be able to incorporate easily into your house. And so the only way that they're going to do that is if they're in your bedroom where they can smell you and they can be separate from the whatever other animals you have in the house, and just leave them with you for a couple of weeks so they can just settle in and settle down and know that that's their new home, and get start to develop a relationship with you. Because if you just refuse to do that and throw them in with everybody else, that's so wrong. Oh
yeah,
I have Bluebell. She's decided to sit on
there she is.
That's the cat shelf that I put there on purpose. But wait a minute. I have somebody that's going to visit. Just a minute. Dobby.
Okay.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got him. Here he is. All right. I am just really proud of this boy. Here he is.
Whoa.
He's a year old, and he is the mother of the same silver boy. Is the mother is the same, and
Hi white,
yeah. But Kimba is his daddy. Wow! So
it does look like it came from my house.
He's like, yeah, but he has his mommy's little face though. Look at that. I love this.
Yeah.
He's being all squirrely.
He says, I'm not sitting there.
I'm not sitting there. I don't want to. I'll let him go.
Hey, Delilah.
There, go.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah.
So yeah. That's it. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get your voice back.
Uh-oh. Did I leave?
Like the volume went down.
Oh, is your phone wait a minute here.
This is fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is your phone battery dying? Because sometimes that
It's 100%. Have it plugged in.
Okay.
Not to figure it out. Who knows?
I don't know.
Whoa! Oh, there we go.
Oh, good.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody around here, not even nobody close by.
Oh, cat wise.
Yep.
My dog keeps coming in. She's like, "What the heck, Sandy? You're talking. Why are you not talking?"
Yeah, no dogs here. I did dogs for years. No dogs.
Rose is you're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's a border collie, and I like having her because she is very active, and she 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 gets the cats used to dogs, because a lot of the kittens that
Uh huh.
probably we both go to homes that already have a dog, so
Right.
then they're used to dogs, and I really like that a lot. The thing that I don't have, I mean, I have neighbors that they haven't been coming in because of
Right.
um,
No, I
unmentioned.
don't have any neighbors here that come in either.
Yeah, and
No.
they're the ones that play with my kittens when I have kittens. The kids next door come and play with the kittens so that they have.
The kids around here, no, they would never. They got too many other things to do.
You don't.
No.
Yeah. Do you live in a little bit of a rural area?
Not really. No, I wouldn't say it's rural. I'd just say it's stuck up. Halloween, we put out, different families put out tables with candy on it so the kids can go by and just, pick up and whatnot. First set of kids that came through here, because I had a light and the candy in the bowl and whatnot. Because banging on the door always scares the cats.
Right.
They knocked the table over, the candy went everywhere, and they broke the glass thing that I
Oh,
had sitting on the table. So
oh,
they were the first ones through. They ruined everything.
yeah.
This two teenage boys.
Oh,
So I don't know.
the
Well,
the
hi,
the
turtle
boy.
baby.
Wait a minute. The boys knocked over the bowl, or the cats knocked over the bowl?
The kids, boys.
Bad
I mean,
boys.
candy went flying off the yard. Glass. I had to go out the next morning and to pick it out of the grass.
Oh.
So
I thought you meant that they knocked on the door and the cats got all.
no.
Okay, because last night, this morning at about 2:00 in the morning, I woke up to a sound of glass shattering, and I thought, okay, Michaela is no longer here. She's the one that would knock everything over. Who just knocked everything over? And I had washed the dishes before I went to bed, and I put them on the sink, and they were draining. Just
Uh-huh.
I don't dry my dishes. And does that make me a bad person? I put them.
No.
I put them out to dry, and I get all the dishes ready for feeding in the morning, and
Right.
they were laying there, and my coffee cup and my dinner stuff, and they were all inside the strainer,
Uh-huh.
and some cat jumped up and pulled the whole strainer over, and it was all over the floor. And so what I did from about 2:00 until about 3:00 is clean up ceramic. Yep.
Yeah, I understand. Yep. Well, when I was going through the no water thing, we ended up getting paper plates.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not worse. The less I had to use the water, the better it was. There was no water to use. I could turn
Right.
everything on. There was no
Right.
water.
Right.
So, it was easier just to use the paper plates.
Yeah. 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 I'm going to have to do that for, I think Thursday and Friday they're going to have to shut the water off because they're going to put the flooring in the bathroom too. So all the water is going to be shut off while they're doing that for 2 days. They said it was going to take 2 days because they
Well,
have
you
to.
make sure you have water for your coffee and water for the cats.
Yeah.
And that's what I had water for.
Yeah, I actually don't drink the water that is because
Right.
it smells bad, and I
Iron.
have we have a collective sewage treatment plant. It's just a small community, and it has its own little treatment plant. And for me, I think that our water that comes out of our tap sometimes smells like that, and I don't know. They said that there's no, mixing, and I'm sure that there's no like real mixing, but sometimes it just stinks. So I don't use the water here. I always buy bottled water anyway.
Yep, that's what I do. Because ours smells like iron. It smells like sulfur, rotten eggs.
That's it. Maybe that's it. Ours just smells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're reaching out to be almost an hour that we've been chatting here and online, and we've had a couple people come in and out, and that's really kind of nice. Not a lot of people in the chat, but at least the chat works this week.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So that's really good. I'm kind of excited about that. I think that I'm going to once again, my schedule at work is changing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to have to change this live to Saturdays, I think, or Fridays. But I think Saturdays is better. So maybe I'll change it to Saturday morning instead.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay. Well, Rose, you're fine. You're fine. I lost my.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? All of mine are still sleeping. Come here, Turtle Amy. Nope. She won't come either.
Ah. Well, it's been fun. This has been a really fun chat. I will send you we can talk on the phone about the little boy and all the details and stuff like that.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all right. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Thanks,
Bye.
Stella. Bye. There. Okay. Well, that was really a very fun thing. And I did have something to show here. Let's see, local video. And we're just going to go here for a minute and open. Okay. And we're going to go right here. Can I do it? Shift and 4. Does it work? Oh, that works. Yeah. Okay. Just a little exit for everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure that you share with your friends, and join us next week as we chat. Trying to add this. Oops. Where are you? There we go. I got the wrong one here. Let's see if I can add the other one. Average 8 hours and 46 minutes of screen time. Let me see here. We're going to add the other one here, a local video. This one is the one I want. There we go. All right. Let me see if this works. I'm trying to make it so that I'm still in the corner here. Are you going? Okay. I don't know why this works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't work. Picture in picture. Come on, baby. Work. Oh, I'm over my hour and I really wanted just to play. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.